Good morning, welcome to another video by AntiquesArena. My name is Walter O'Neill and today I'm going to show you a whole mixture of private and car boot sale. I'm going to start off with some private stuff. I was asked to go to a house and have a look if they had any bits I was interested in yesterday. Went through it. I selected a few pieces here. They're nothing jump up and down, but there's a couple of curiosities, and then I got some beautiful pieces I've had off car boot sale to show you. Now, there were a few pieces I was interested in at the property. There was an amazing, well, I don't know if it was 1960s or brand new. It could have been somebody done it in the 60s style painting, and I offered sort of £60 for that. Didn't know who the artist was, but they didn't take that. And they had George Thomas, I think it was George Thomas, watercolour that I've left a bid on, so maybe we'll get that. So fingers crossed. But the pieces I did get were these. I had this Corgi USS Enterprise in the box. What year was this made? Corgi made in China, 2006. But it's boxed, Star Trek The Next Generation. It's mint and boxed. I'm going to put about £15 on that. It's no fortunes. I had this little motorway jug with this almost pinched lip, and it reads, "This little jug, in friendship, take and keep it for the giver's sake." And there's a signed piece at the back here. So this is I think of the name of it, Sgraffito work. So they've scratched the design into the actual glaze and the body of the jug rather than applied. Now this one was lovely enough. I got the label as well as the signature. Produced by Mary Wandrash, The Wharf Pottery, 55 Street, John Street, Farcombe, Surrey. So we have a nice little motorway jug from Surrey. And I looked these up last night when I got home, and I was quite pleasantly surprised. Some of her work pulls really good money. Some people are asking £70 and £80 for some of her work. However, I did manage to find one of these sold or up for sale in Australia, believe it or not, of all places. Surrey, Australia. £25 plus heavy postage. Alright, good girl. Sorry, got a baby with me. Oh, crashed. Good girl. Sorry guys, so yeah, found one of these in Australia for £25, but I'm going to ask about £35 and see what offers I get. Okay, so we'll carry on. And the next piece I had from them was this dinky truck advertising Heinz 57 varieties. And would you believe it now? Dinky is also now made in China. So this isn't an original dinky, it's a modern dinky, but it is still a dinky. It's advertising, it's in lovely mint condition. And I see that's got to be about 12 quid all day long. I'll put this in one of the cabinets because I do have quite a few toy collectors come in. I threw in a solid silver spoon. To be honest though, it's about half an ounce, so it's about a fiver's worth of scrap there. That's going straight in my scrap pot. Nothing special with that. This was quite nice. So we got a brass pony or horse, I think it's a full horse, on a green marble base. You can see how dirty it is, but it's a beautiful green marble base and quite a nicely cast horse, to be honest with you. It's got a little bit of age to it, not a lot, but I see that I'm going to put that one on eBay probably for about £25, maybe 30, and take an offer. It's quite nice with the marble base. I had two pieces of silver. I had a silver necklace and a silver St. Christopher. No chain on the Christopher. they're not fortunes. The St. Christopher without the chain is probably £4 or £5. The necklace will go in my £10 cabinet box. And the final piece I had, which is a bit of curiosity, which is from my own collection, we got a Chinese dog of foe. Now it's multicoloured glaze. So you got everything, brown, red, green, yellow, blue, browny red anyway. But what I quite liked, these teeth, they're not just cut in, they're all shaped, which is nice. He's even got a tongue in there if you can see it. And they've even carved a tongue inside. So it's not going to be very old, but there's an element of quality and work gone into that I just liked. And I like the Chinese pieces. I'm still studying Chinese artifacts. And I thought the multicolour glaze, the teeth being cut in and the tongue applied all shows a little bit better than the norm. So that was the last piece I put in, and well, he's something and nothing. He's going into my collection for research, find out exactly what he is one day. Probably be 1970s, something like that, but that's okay. And he's a cute little dog of foe. So that little job lot there cost me £40. Now I know there's no standout item in there that's absolutely fabulous, but at the same time there's a little bit of work in stock. I was already at the house, they had stuff laid out everywhere, and I felt, okay, well I want to pick a few bits for you. I would have liked they had one lithograph or print, and I offered him 20 quid for that because he was a print, and I offered him say £60 for the one painting. I'm not going to tell you how much I offered for the other painting, but I found one sold for 200 and the average price in auction was 300 to 400 for roughly what they had available. So we'll see what happens. That may come now on Wednesday, fingers crossed. Failing that, guys, my other purchases this week, I've had some stunning stuff. We're going to go to this Kripska glass vase, which owes me a £5, which came from Gethley car boot sale about 4 weeks ago. Really nice bit of modern mid-century glass. Love the shape to that. That's probably worth about £30. I had this beautiful piece of Moorcroft. Now this is an early piece of Moorcroft, sort of Queen Mary period. It is fully impressed Moorcroft, made in England. Now shockingly this one owes me a £5. I know you're not going to believe it, but it's had a repair on the rim. See it just there. There's a chunk been taken out and they've glued it back in and tried to repair it. So that really hurts it. So it owes me a £5, but we can have some fun with this one. This one is going on £12 auction, no reserve, and if we get 30 quid we get 30, if we get 80 we get 80. It's going to go for whatever it goes for. So next, well, it might be the week after, you'll get to see what this one sold for, because it goes on for a 10-day listing. I only list on 10-day auctions. So for a £5, it's going on for £12. So if you're interested in this beautiful piece of Moorcroft, you've got a chance of winning it for 12 quid. Have a look on my eBay, AntiquesArena clearance, and see if you can win it. Next piece I have is a beautiful little chemist jar, and it's from manganese dioxide. It would clean up, I guess, but I may leave it exactly as it is. I love the look it's got. It's got some of this residue left on the inside. This is acid etched, so this has been burnt in with acid. Really nice little bottle. Owes me a £1, and I think that's £12 or £15 of anybody's money, just as a little curio. You know what, guys, I think I'm going to call it by there, and I'll show you the other bits in the next video, because I got quite a lot sat aside, but this one's going to be out on Thursday morning, I think, Wednesday or Thursday morning, so I got another couple to make this week, so I'll call it by there. If the paintings come in this week, honestly, they'll be the first things filmed, guys. They're absolutely weird and wonderful, and I love them. You know how I like to buy weird and wonderful, so we'll see what happens. Hope you've enjoyed. There's a few quirky little bits here, and he's coming home with me. I don't think he's valuable, but he's coming home with me either way. I love him. Guys, thanks for watching. Bye for now.